Before we begin, allow your breath to slow. Feel a calm presence widen in your chest, as if a gentle inner light prepares space for clarity. Welcome. I am C.S. Douglas, and this is Codex Æternum, the Rational Bible, a journey through the hidden architecture of power and the living conscience of the universe, the phronopsychism of a creative, self-aware cosmos that expands through every wise thought and awakened choice.
This program is proudly sponsored by Authorpedia, the world's only encyclopedia dedicated exclusively to authors. Visit authorpedia.org and become part of a living community of writers and thinkers.
In Book 19, A Revelation of the Fall and the Rising, we now enter section 1.3.4, Debt as a Tool of Social Control. The children of the dragon gather in their councils. They ask, why wield the sword when the chain of numbers guides more gently? Why strike the body when fear and obligation shape the soul? So they shape debt into more than currency. They design it as collar and leash and place it softly around the neck of the people, until many walk with careful steps and name this careful movement freedom. From early years they teach the child, to owe is to advance, to borrow is to breathe, to become indebted is to belong. When that child signs a first contract, the inner image of life already leans toward obligation. Debt settles into homes like a quiet presence. It sits at the table of the humble, lies beside the laborer at night. This silent master appears in decision after decision, while the lords of the ledger decide who rises above its shadow. People rise early and rest late. Much of their strength flows toward interest, payments, and due dates. They work for families and dreams, and also to satisfy numbers that threaten house, name, and peace. A parable remembers a man who climbed a hill each day to greet the sun. A creditor built a wall at the base and demanded a toll for each ascent. Coins grew scarce, his body tired, and he turned away. The sun continued to rise in full glory, while access to the view carried a price. So dreams fade when every path toward them passes through gates of payment. Debt then guides the hand of the worker, deciding which job he accepts and which silence he maintains. It speaks to lovers who wish to join their lives and asks whether their union fits the budget. It stands near the cradle and the empty room, whispering calculations about which child enters the world and which vision remains in the realm of the unborn. Voices in power declare, you live in freedom, yet each major choice carries terms of credit. They praise expression, yet many soften their words because lenders oversee homes, wages, food, and future. The mind adapts to this bond and begins to measure each act through risk to reputation and score. Debtors grow cautious and compliant. Citizens track their own status with anxious attention. The idea of deep resistance moves to the edge of thought, pressed down by daily efforts to maintain stability. Politics turns into theater filled with costumes and slogans. Choice appears wide, while narrow interests write the script. Who truly acts from a free heart when employment, shelter, and savings stand on the far side of each decision? Those with little or absent debt receive strange suspicion. Systems built on chains struggle to trust the unchained. Measures of worth drift away from virtue or skill and move toward credit score and repayment history. The righteous encounter closed doors, while the corrupt enjoy reward as long as they honor the code of debt. Through this pattern, the children of the dragon shape a society where deep questioning grows costly. To challenge the structure seems to risk livelihood, family, and security. Many grow weary, focused on survival, drenched in noise that covers inner guidance. Those who rule smile in private halls and observe. They keep their voices, and their breath now serves other demands. Even within such a world, watchers rise among the weary. They see with ancient clarity and feel the weight of unseen chains. Inside their own hearts they whisper, This story already turns toward a further chapter. This pattern describes only a passage, while greater reality waits beyond. Debt rules for a season. Every bond that ignores justice already carries a point of breaking. Truth awakens like sudden fire on dry grass. People recognize the collar. They remember liberty as a living vibration inside the chest. Contracts shift, systems realign, and a new balance begins its work. Carry this vision as strength. You hold power to learn, to simplify, to choose wisely. Each time you place conscience above fear, each time you honor fair exchange, you weaken the throne of unjust debt. The intelligent universe supports every step toward clarity. On our next episode, we move behind the shining numbers into the illusion of prosperity, where bright statistics mask a hungry reality.